Students, once again we are coming back to the Python programming. Okay, in the Python programming, what are the things that we have to follow? Is that the list, especially list, string, and it's a different kind of manipulation, because dictionary we have done, but dictionary is not coming this time. Okay, so the list, especially, and the general Python programs like prime numbers and all, how to check a number prime, or how to display the perfect numbers and all. So these things actually you need to you need to do. So the range functions, especially the range functions and all. So these programs that that may come, and the thing is that the output is a very different, and the error finding is also is an issue. Okay, the error finding. So the programs will be given. You need to rectify its error. Okay, suppose say first of all I'm coming once with the range function. So let us see that what is actually the range function. Okay, so what I'm doing, print. So here it is, print print within bracket range, okay, 1 comma 5. Okay, and then putting the bracket over 1. So what is coming out here, can you see? 1 2 3 4 is coming, fine. So what does it mean actually? What is actually clear from here? It is clear from here that it is not printing up to 5. Okay, it is printing 1 2 3 4. So one quality of the range function is to that it stops one less. Okay, so when it is 5, it is 4. And suppose you have not incremented anything, so 1 2 3 4, how these are being generated? These are being generated in this way, that with the initial value 1 will be added, even if you don't mention. By default always there will be an increment of 1, but rest of the things if you want to do, you have to change it. Okay, other kind of these things. Suppose I'm giving print here range. Okay, range, then I'm giving out here say 2 comma 30. Okay, 30 comma 5, simple. Okay, then what will be there after 2? Then 5 plus 2, 7 will be printed. 7 plus 5 is 12 will be printed. In that order it will go. Okay, and it will stop just before 30. All right, now you see it has gone till 22, then 27. Then 27 plus 5 is 32, won't be printed. Okay, that is the thing. So now this particular range, suppose suppose I'm giving the same range out here, range in say in backward direction, 2 comma 3 30 comma say 5 I've given. So now it is coming, so I'm giving out here minus 5, sorry, minus 5. Then see what will be the output, fine. Then see what will be the output. See, this particular thing will be coming nothing. It is showing just null. Okay, so why it is null? Because the thing is actually what you have given, that is improper range has been given, because it is going out of range, fine. Then it is going out of range, so that's why it is not being shown. All right, so now what we have to do, if you have to print it backward, okay, in backward direction, print range. Okay, range, then 30 comma 2, 30 comma 2 comma minus 5. So that will be the thing. So now if you print it like this, then it will be printed in this way. It's a quite correct manner, it will be printed. Okay, that's what the things that we are actually doing out here. Okay, fine. So what is happening out here? So this backward, whenever you are giving the initial value to be greater than the final value. Okay, then the incremented steps to be given. Okay, so suppose if I'm giving for I in range. Okay, in range, this is a very important command. Then 1 to 6, 1 to 5. Suppose we have given, and then we have given out here print I. Okay, print I. Then what will happen out here? This particular thing will be printed, so we'll write a program for that. Okay, then it will be coming, then it will be coming, otherwise it will not come in this way. Okay, that is the thing. So when you press enter, so it will coming 1 2 3 4, the same thing that we have given out here, range 1 to 5, and the same thing, similar thing will happen out here in this way. Okay, so these are the different type of programmings that we can have. So now let us see once our old programs only once more. Just we are just giving out here with the for loop and while loop, also the same thing that you have done it. Prime number, sorry, what it is doing out here, program to check whether a number is prime or not. Okay, so the now is the thing is that n equals to input a number, c equals to 0 for I in range I 1 comma n plus 1. Why n plus 1 has been taken? Because the number that you are taking, suppose it is 25, suppose it is 25, checking is whether it is prime or not. 25, then it will go till 24. So in order to go to till 25, in order to attain 25, you have to give one more. That's why 25 plus 1 is 26. Okay, so then the loop will run from 1 to 25. That's why it has been taken 1 plus n plus 1. And n modulus I means like it's every time it is dividing the number with each and every number, and if the remainder is 0, in that case it is counting the factors. So if the factor count is 2 and the total thing will be over, then when the factor is 2, if the factor count is 2, in that case it will be printed as prime. So we all know that whenever we are printing the things, whenever we are checking the prime number or determining the prime number, that we have to detect whether it is having the two factors or not. So exactly two factors. So if it is more than that, then it will not be printed. It will not. It will not be a prime number. It will be some other kind of number. Okay, fine. So now the thing is that, and one more thing, whenever you are doing the practical, okay, you have to follow the block. See, this is the block actually follow indented block. Okay, I mean to say indented block because here are no brackets and all has to be given as this used to give in Java and C++. No braces are there. So where from where you are stopping, if you are clicking or pressing it and you're coming down, there's where the cursor stop, from there you have to start. Otherwise, it will cause error. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so the thing is that, so this way also, if the indentation has not been maintained, suppose you have taken it over here. Okay, now you see if I run the programs out here, what will happen? What will happen? You see. Okay, now the thing is that let it execute and then I will tell you. Okay, so what is happening? This is this indentation error might come over here. Okay, so I'm closing it. Okay, sorry, I can exit running, executing this module. You see out here how the error comes. Fine. Now click on OK. See, there is an error in your program. Expected an indented block. Okay, not this one. This is the other thing. Expected an indented block. It is showing out here. So unindentation, you have to do the indentation properly. So this is called an indentation error. Okay, this is called an indentation error. Especially this error handling you have to do very nicely. Otherwise, it will give error. So I am placing it over here. Okay, how? I have checked the cursor will stopping out here, then leaving it out here. So when the cursor is being stopping and then you are start writing from that, then you can say that you have created an indentation block. There's a proper indentation has been occurred in your program. Suppose you are deleting out here, going there, it will not be a proper indentation. It will be right out there. Okay, it will be when you are placing it over here, then the right indentation would occur. Okay, then you are execute the program. Now you see, click on over here. So what is happening out here? You check out the output will be displayed. Enter a number. It is asking me 45. 45 is not prime. That is quite correct. This is the execution actually, and say whenever means 45 is having more than two factors. 1, 45, then 5, 9, 3, 15, all are there. So it is having a more number of factors. So the prime number, it is not a prime number. Okay. So now you run the module once more. Enter a number out here. Suppose I'm entering 89. I'm entering, so 89 is a prime number because it is having only two factors. It does not have only any other factors. Okay, that's why it is prime. Now the thing is that suppose this program has been given to you for error finding. Fine, then what is happening? What you have done, I have just given in that way. I've removed C from here. Now you see what kind of error comes. Okay, if there is any current error come or not, that is also to be judged. Okay, now you see what is happening. So it is not giving any error because what Python has done, Python has automatically initialized the thing. Okay, that is the thing. Now suppose I'm just closing the program and I'm trying to find out some error out here. Okay, so I'm closing it. It is asking me to kill because the program is in running condition. So whenever is the program is in running condition, and if you want to abort it, in that case this kind of message will come. The program is still running. Do you want to kill it? So if you are willing, fine, otherwise cancel. Okay, so I don't want to, I'm just remove it. So now suppose I have taken N1 out here as a number. Now you see it is having an interpreter based compilation, interpreter based translation. Okay, so line by line it interprets. Okay, that is what the Python actually says. Now you see the thing, enter a number, fine. Okay, it is I'm giving it 67 out here. Now you see what happens. Till here it was okay, so that's why it's given the output. Now you see out here traceback error has come. Name n is not defined. When name error will come, that means what? You have not defined the variable in the previous lines or previous instructions. That has to be given. Okay, so the name error means like you have to rectify by checking the name of the variable. So what does it show out here? Here it is n. You can say n, you can see out here this is n, but I have taken the input as n1. Now checking with respect to n, but it does not contain any value, so the name error has been occurred. So it has to be rectified. How? It has to be rectified by changing this n1 into n. Okay, so then execution will take place, otherwise it will not take place. Okay, then clicking on OK. So now it has been now 67. Okay, name C is not been defined. Once again the error has come. Name C is has not been defined. So what has to be done? Okay, so C has to be given as 0. All right, C has to be given as 0. That time we had just killed it, that's why it was showing C equals to 0 has to be given also. Okay, so what name C is not defined. So the thing is that definition has to be there at the beginning. So when this kind of things will not be there in your program, then definitely there will be some error, and this kind of errors are known as name error. Okay, this kind of errors are known as name error. All right, so that is the thing. So you have to rectify the error properly, otherwise what will happen when the question comes, you will not be able to answer it properly. Okay, so that is mandatory to learn all these techniques and all. So what I've shown you today, I've shown you the name error. That is to be careful. All right, that is the thing. So now we're moving one more program out here. So like this only. So just we'll go to the interaction block. Okay, interaction block. Now here, just saving it. Okay, now we're coming once again the interaction block. We are coming, and we will see some of the output that has been entered by the that has been done by using string. All right, let's see now. So I'm minimizing the window. It was 2 has been opened by mistake. Okay, so the thing is that here a string has been taken. I'm taking out here str equals to my Python programming. Okay, my Python programming. All right, this has been taken. This is the string. If you're giving str, this is to be printed. Fine. Now the thing is that now I'm doing out here now this the following output. Okay, I str. Then what I'm doing out here, giving out a -5 colon how much -1. So what will be the output in this case? Okay, this is the slicing of string actually. Okay, then we have to give print out here. So -5 it will count means from the back side. Okay, means like from the right hand side. I mean 1 2 3 4 5, then till mming till m it will come. Okay, now you see invalid syntax is showing. What does it mean? It is showing me invalid syntax. That will be the output. So this is also kind of error. Okay, that is actually you have to listen, you have to see. This is a kind of error that has been occurred. Invalid syntax. All right, that is the thing. So whenever you are going to give in this way, so this suppose print, and we are giving str out here, then giving a bracket out here, then -5, then colon -1, then colon, then you are closing the bracket. Then what is happening, you see same thing is happening, invalid syntax it is coming. Okay, now the rectification could be done out here. Okay, str, then this one is actually a -5 colon. Okay, if you are giving 1, then you are running this one, then you will see similarly it is showing you the interspaces what invalid invalid syntax. Okay, that is the thing. It invalid syntax. It is supposed to come by -5 is to 1 supposed to come, but it has shown you the error out here because of your invalid syntax. All right, that is the thing. So these kind of things are not accepted in Python. Str, then what is happening? Str, then here what I'm giving out here now 5 I'm giving out here, then I'm giving colon out here, and we're closing, and then this is the first bracket, this is the second bracket printing. So it is showing you it is showing the same thing. Okay, so there may be some problem in the print command, so it is showing the error, otherwise it won't come in this way. Fine, let us try it in the programming. So my Python programming, so str is actually a command. That is the thing. Str is actually a command, and it is showing that's why in the same manner, similar manner. Okay, so what is happening out here? Let's try out print, then str, then I'm giving out here -5 colon -1. Okay, so the thing is that, and I'm closing this one. Now you see MMI has been shown. Yeah, this is the one. So now you see the thing is that we have tried so many places, invalid syntax is coming. You see, I'm showing you different syntaxes, different way the invalid syntax comes. These are the errors. So when this kind of programs, when suppose this has been given to you, you need to rectify it. You have to rectify it in this way. So -5 to -1. So what does it do? Why MMING has come? That you need to understand. Okay, so I'm running executing notepad. Okay, just to show you why the 4 character has come. Okay, that is the thing. So now let us see. that is a -5 is there. -5 means like it will come 5 characters backward, as I had told that you as I had told you. Fine. So the thing is that making the, less a minute, this one, okay, little bigger. Okay, so -5 to -1 it will go. -5 -1 means what? -5. If you are doing minus of -1, then what will come? What will come? That will give you what? -5 and then +1, and that will give you how much? That will give you 4 characters. Yes, sir? Yes or no? The difference between this one is actually what is happening in this way: 1 -1, okay, then minus of -5. So this is the final, this is the beginning, and this is the final. That is the thing. Okay, and what is happening out here? -5 when you are starting, then it is coming 5 string backward, 1 2 3 4 5. So it is coming to up to n. Then what is happening? So what is actually, so that is the final thing. Now what is happening here? You are giving -5. Then what is actually being stand for? -1 and then +5. Then -1 +5 equals to how much? It is giving 4. So from the -5 position, 4 characters MMIN has been printed. What has been? MMIN has been printed. That is the thing. So if you are giving the same thing, print, okay, print, then str, then brackets, so not brackets, sorry, -5 is to -2, then you see one character will be reduced. Okay, MMI has come. So that is clearly shown out here. So this is the, this -2 is the final one, actually final, from final to initial has to be subtracted. Okay, so there are several things out here. Suppose I'm doing out here print, okay, str, then I'm giving -4, then what will be the output, you guess? The output will be -4, means it will MING supposed to display. Okay, so sorry, because it is giving my -4, so first last 4 letters will be truncated. And if we are giving in this way, suppose say print, okay, then str, then bracket colon 4, then what will be the output? See out here my programming. Fine. So 1 2 3 4 from the beginning it has been shown. Okay, now there are different way to give the print command, the printing the string. Okay, print, you give out here str, then 4 will be here and colon will be here. Then you see what is happening. Clear? You see out here, then 4 onwards everything will be printed. That's what the thing has happened. 4 onwards, 0 1 2 3, 4 onwards everything has been printed. And similar thing would happen, print str, then you give -4 colon and then put the bracket on and then put, and now you see what is happening. Okay, so -4 it has given, -4 whenever you are counting it will be counted backward. All right, then you see MING has been printed. That is the thing. So the thing is that -4 onwards everything has been printed. Suppose you are giving out here -8, say print, and you are giving out here str, and then say -9 colon, then what is happening? See, okay, so -9 onwards. So what is happening? Count it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So -9 onwards everything has been printed. Okay, now say if I'm giving like this print and then I'm giving str, then 0 colon, all right, 0 colon, then what will be the output? Okay, so this is also the things. So the entire string will be printed. Okay, does not matter where you give 0 and all, so the entire string will be printed. But the thing is that if you're giving like this, sorry, print out here, print, and then you are giving like this str, then you are giving out here colon, then 0, then see what happens. Okay, that's what happens. Nothing will be printed because no character has been assigned such. Okay, now the thing is that suppose I'm giving out a print, okay, 13 print str, and then here I'm giving colon 13, sorry, 13 -4. All right, so then what will be the output? 13 -4 is 9. So then up to 9 everything should be printed. All right, so my Python has been printed because 0 1 2, okay, 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay, 9 is here. Okay, that is the thing. So the, you can use the numerical operators also out here. 13 plus 4 also you can give out here. Let's see what will be the output, str, and then you are giving out here what, 13 plus 4. Okay, then what will be the thing? Up to 17 everything will be printed. So my Python program till here it has come. Okay, programming fully it has not come, so you count it from here, it will come as 17 only. Okay, suppose a program say print, I'm giving out here str and then colon 3 out here. Okay, so then what will happen, what will be the output up to 3. All right, so 0 1 2. Okay, so the thing is that 0 1 2 means one space has been printed but it has not been displayed in the same manner. Okay, so that's what actually the string slicing actually you can understand. Okay, so the thing is that, so whenever you are doing the string manipulation in Python, you have to be a bit careful about this. What are you doing? Okay, and you have to calculate it properly, especially whenever you are dealing with the minus signs and all. Okay, a minus sign, plus sign, or like this. Plus sign doesn't matter, but minus sign you have to be a bit cautious. Okay, so now let us see one more different type of one more error. Okay, one more error. So the error discussion will be taken place very nicely. That is not a problem. Okay, I've shown you the indent error and I've shown you the name error. Okay, now suppose the thing is that error one I'm taking. This is the error one. Okay. Oh no, this is not for yours. This is the data frame. Okay, so I'm leaving out here some more programs. Okay, opening some other programs. So in order to show you the errors, fine. I'll write a program. Okay, doesn't matter. File, new file. Okay, okay, simply. So sorry, writing a program. Say int a equals to input within bracket. Okay, enter. Okay, first value. Okay, first value. Fine. So then you are giving colon and you are putting like this. Okay, sometimes you will write like this syntaxes b equals to, okay, simple program I'm writing, input, then enter, enter, enter second value, second value. Sorry, what you are writing, if you are writing any spelling wrong inside the prompt string, nothing will happen. Okay, because computer is a dumb machine, unit can't read that way. Suppose you are giving a plus b, a simple program. Okay, sorry, semicolon I've given, and then it's a sum of two numbers. Okay, then I'm executing this program by using the run command. Okay, so I have to save it. Okay, so that is the thing. So I'm giving the name error 2. Okay, fine. And this particular thing, so what will be the error, let's see. Okay, there is an error in the invalid syntax it is showing. So what is the thing? Invalid syntax means the command that you have given that is not supporting the Python's norm. Okay, what is the grammar of Python has not been supported. Supported. Okay, so that's why it is showing an error. So that is called syntax error or invalid syntax. Fine, clicking on OK. So it is showing, taking me out there. Okay, where so int has to be removed from here. Okay, again I am executing this program. Let us see whether it is executing properly or not. Now it is, the thing is that there is an error in your program. Unexpected indent it is showing. Unexpected indent. Let's see. Do the proper indent. Okay, unexpected indent means there is some problem in the indentation. Now I'm executing this program once more and checking the errors if there is any. Okay, yes, there is an error in your program, invalid syntax. So when you click on OK, you just follow the cursor where it is reaching. Yes, here is some problem. So what it will be? Int won't be there. Okay, now I am running this program, executing this program, and what is the thing? Source modified, and it's an error. Again, the same thing. Unexpected indent. Fine. Unexpected indent means the A and B are not aligned. Okay, now it is okay. Now, finally, let's see. I'm executing this program, whether it is working or not. Okay, this is working now. 78 and 92 values have given, just finding out the sum properly. All right, now the thing is that I'm doing it by different way. Okay, a plus b equals to s. Suppose I'm given, I've just reversed it. Okay, now the thing is that here you see there is an error in your program, can't assign to operator. Means it is saying that whatever value that you have taken out here, it cannot be assigned to an operator. Here an operator has been used, which is class operator has been used. This is also a kind of error. So what was the error? Let us check. There is an error in your program, can't assign to operator. Okay, where it is error2.py, that is the file name, and line number 3, 1 2 3 is the line name. Okay, so here you cannot assign it in this way. A value cannot be assigned to an operator. That's why your expression always will be in the right hand side, and the variable you are storing, that will be always in the your left hand side. So then it will be all right. Now we are writing this one. Now this program will be executing properly. Okay, now click on OK. Now you see interface value, it is running. Okay, it is running nicely. Okay, I'm executing, then 156 is the result. So in this way, some errors I had discussed today along with some string slicing also nicely. So you please go through very nicely this one. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, the output finding, error finding, you might lack. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. So and whenever you are finding the errors, in that case, you have to write the nature of error that has been committed, and you have to do the rectification. Means you have to rewrite the program. Fine. That's the thing. So I will discuss some more in the coming sessions, some more errors. Okay, today you have seen the name error and the indentation error. So these are the two common errors that usually occurs whenever you are doing the practical, and theoretically also the question comes sometimes. Well, that is the thing. So till then, thank you. To carry on very nicely. Okay, all the best for your exams.